Kaiser died, I met Hannah at the funeral, and she said Phil couldn't come because he just wasn't up to it. So,
Okay, so, all
you know,
right.
what am I trying to do? Oh, so
Talking
I go
about-
talking to Husky, and we're talking about pictures. So I said, you know, Husky, and we got to talking about my Feta Isaac. He was my great uncle. Well, I'm named after my grandfather's brother.
Feta Isaac, right.
Husky's grandfather. I said, we got a picture up in the top of the closet of the Feta Isaac. He said, Eddie, I'll pay you whatever is involved. I got to get that picture.
Wow.
Right, well, we
I
feel
called
that.
him up about a week later in his office in Washington. What's up? I said, Husky, I got the picture in my hand. I said, if I mail it to you, you're going to get ashes. It was an old brown picture. It's going to be so brilliant.
Yeah.
He said, put it in an envelope. He said, I got a guy here.
Whatever needs to be done. If the ones that are too delicate, we won't, but...
But one
the
of these
ones
days, I got to get up there and see what it's all about. But anyway, to get back, I found out with all this family history, you know, they're trying to make a family tree.
Yeah.
Has anybody spoken to Laura Kaiser?
I have.
You talked to Laura.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're
Laura
having-
and Gina, they're having
Right.
the family reunion.
We're having a reunion.
So I'm
You
going to
gonna
say,
I'm
go.
thinking
So
about
there you
going.
Go.
I'm thinking
Go.
about it.
You'll have a
I
great
think I
time.
would like to go.
I wish I was physically up to going. What is it, the 23rd, the 25th?
Yeah.
The wedding that I was to last night is the second one of the same family. Her sister was married a year ago Thanksgiving. She got married yesterday. Her brother's being married June 25th in Hyattsville, Maryland, the same weekend that the thing is.
Oh.
I would have a double header if I was there.
Yeah.
No way. You'd have to,
A double
I
what?
can't sit in a car. Well, I mean, go to the
Oh.
family reunion.
Okay.
Or with Friday, Shabbos, and Sunday, stop off at the wedding. I can't sit in the car for more. I can't tell you his name was George or William or Bill or whatever.
Okay.
His name was Isaac Tzvi. I'm named after him. My
Isaac
Jewish name is
Tzvi?
Isaac Tzvi.
V, okay, got it.
Who his wife was, who my grandfather's mother was, I don't know.
So that's your
You never
grandfather's
spoke-
father, Isaac.
Okay. Isaac Tzvi.
From where?
I mean, what did I? Not Isaac.
From where, by the way?
Oh, I'm so sorry. My screwing you. Here, start
Okay,
all
go
over.
ahead.
Of course,
It's
I.
all right.
From where? Can we start back in the hinterlands?
Yeah, I'll tell you in a minute.
Okay.
Just let me. His name was my grandfather's father. That's
Yeah.
as far back. His name was Eli Yokum. You figure I can spell it out. Eli.
Go ahead.
Eli Yokum. Eliyakum.
Go ahead,
Getzel.
Getzel. Okay.
And
That's
Uncle
Getzel.
Gus Getzel, your
Oh,
grandfather.
Good, Getzel, Gus.
You named after his grandfather.
Okay. Okay, so...
Okay, so that's Eli Yokum Getzel. Who his wife was, my grandfather's mother, I don't know. He
Okay.
had three children for sure. Whether there were any daughters, I don't know. Back
Okay.
of my mind, there may have been. Who were his three children? The oldest one was the Feta Yankel, Jacob.
Fit the Yankee.
And his
Jacob.
wife's name was Zisel. Now let me tell you about Feta Yankel for a second. Have we ever in Bensonhurst, we take you over and show you
Zisel
the
means-
Levy and Bears two mansions, adjoining mansions.
Yes, vaguely.
They were
I remember.
multi-millionaires.
Yes.
His daughters married two of the richest guys in Wall Street before the crash came. Mayor Jimmy Walker was
Yeah.
at his daughter's wedding in Bensonhurst. They
Okay.
had two huge
I
mansions,
vaguely
connected
do
mansions.
remember. His wife's name was Hannah?
Hannah,
Okay, wife was...
your great-grandma.
Got it.
Jeez.
That's great, I didn't even know my...
Okay, so now you want to know our grandparents. The other uncles we'll get to later if you want them. So, Five-ish had 4 children. And then
Okay,
we'll get back to where we come from.
Okay.
It's interesting.
go ahead.
Uncle Moshe,
Uh-huh.
he was the oldest. There was a great gap in ages between the 4 children, whose wife was Aunt Rose. And their children from the top down, oldest was Molly,
Their children, okay. Molly.
because these are our immediate
Is
cousins.
this
They're-
Molly? Molly,
Yeah,
the Molly? Cousin Molly?
Malka, yeah.
Malka. I remember
Okay.
Malka. Yeah, Malka. Go ahead.
Whether Libby was next or Al was next, I don't
Doesn't
recall.
matter.
Doesn't matter. All right, so put down
Libby, Al,
Lee, Leona, Libby. We called her Libby, like we called your mother Libby.
Right.
Her name was Leona.
and
Okay.
Al, is that big Al? No.
Big tall Al.
He was about 7 feet.
Huge. He was 6 foot
Texan.
anyway.
He was a
But he
Texan,
wasn't
right?
fat, but as tall as he was. That's how.
He wasn't a Texan?
California farmer.
California.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they were in the ranch business.
Yeah.
Oh, in
Right,
those days,
ranch.
every year, 2-3 times a year, crates of oranges, crates of walnuts, all from, and they sold it. Big customers were Heinz and Campbell's. They grew tomatoes and they sold them all, you know,
Yeah.
for candy. Got my mother. It was
Yeah,
Uncle
yeah.
Morris, Uncle Gus, in that order.
Take it back.
Uncle Morris was maybe 10 years older than Uncle Gus. Uncle Gus was maybe 10, 12 years older than Aunt Molly.
There was a big age difference.
And Aunt Molly
Yeah, okay.
was about 10, 12 years older than Aunt
7
Eva.
years older.
7 years old, whatever.
I remember that picture in the
They
apartment,
say that
the two of them.
Uncle Moshe, who was the oldest brother to Aunt Eva, was like her father instead of her brother. That's how far apart they were.
Do you have it?
Okay, history of the family. Where do we come from? All they used to talk about was they came from the Haim. You know what the Haim means? My grandfather always said, you know, Oyen, the Haim is given. The Haim means back home. Papa, I used to call him Papa. You know, he lived with us after my grandmother died.
No, wait, who were you talking about? I didn't hear.
We went to Joe wants to know where we came from.
Okay, so
So they used to talk about in the Haim. Where was the Haim? Europe, Russia, Poland, the Haim.
Right.
The staples, you know.
the Staples, yeah.
Okay. Along comes Herbie Kaiser. Herbie, you know? You know Herbie Kaiser?
How would she?
Herbie Kaiser, well, it's Phil's nephew.
Okay.
His father was Max, one of Moshe Bear's children.
I gave a picture.
Susan,
Who's
put
that?
Put that in our bathroom. Mama and Eva.
Oh, yeah, that's a classic.
Oh
He shows you
my
the difference.
God.
She's so much older than her
Wow.
when they were kids. My mother and Aunt Eva when they were kids. And my mother, 7 years older than Aunt Eva, she looked
Is
like
that
a really
like
a
the
big
most
sister.
amazing?
She was.
Susan loves that. She keeps it hanging in her bathroom.
Oh, God, I'm gonna
Thanks.
pass it around.
Herbie Kaiser doesn't ring a bell to
It
you?
rings a bell, but I don't know who
Because
he
your
is.
father and your mother spent a lot of time over the years